Hello, it's Mr. Bush here, and basically I made this video because I know a lot of y'all had some difficulties with this particular assignment in my class. So I'm going to show y'all how to work out each of these problems so it becomes a very simple assignment rather than a difficult one. Alright, the first step for this is to find your atomic number. So the atomic number for fluorine is going to be 9, so you need to write that down on your paper. So once you write down the atomic number, that tells you several things. First off, it tells you the number of protons. So if you have 9, the atomic number is 9, you have 9 protons. Now the number of protons will be equal to the number of electrons in an unreacted atom. So think of it this way. Your positive charges have to equal your negative charges. So if you have 9 protons, you also have 9 electrons. Alright. Now that you know the number of protons and electrons, you need to find the atomic mass and the number of neutrons. Now the atomic mass of chlorine rounds up to 19, so you'd write that down. Then you'd subtract the number of protons from the atomic mass to find our number of neutrons. Alright, if you look over there, that's basically me showing the work on how I got that information. Alright, let's go ahead and move over to how we find basically our energy levels and our valence electrons. Now, the periods on the periodic table and energy levels are basically the same thing. So if you look there, fluorine is in period 2. So it has 2 energy levels. Alright, that's actually about as simple as I can make that. Now let's go ahead and look at how we find valence electrons. Alright, every element inside of a group has the same number of valence electrons. And if y'all remember from basically our lesson today, a valence electron is just the electron in the outside shell. So, or the outside energy level. So if y'all look there, everything in group 17 has 7 valence electrons. And a good way to remember that is y'all see the little 7A? That basically means that everything inside that group has 7 valence electrons. So we would just write that down, and then we'd start drawing our model. Alright, go ahead and pause the video here real quick and just double check to make sure you understand where I got each of these answers. Once you understand that, we can go over to our model and start drawing out the atom. Alright, now the first thing I want to clarify is they basically drew out these pictures so that you added an extra electron, so they only had to make one picture for the entire worksheet. So you will not use every energy level or every little circle for the electrons on this picture. Alright, second thing you need to get down is how many actual electrons are you going to use. If you remember, fluorine has 9, so we're only going to use 9 electrons. Now you start off on basically the energy level that is closest to the center. So we'll place our first 2 electrons in that center ring. Now that it's full, we can start going out to the outer rings. Basically, we'll go to the next level until it fills up. So if we already used 2, we have 7 electrons left. So we'll go ahead and place those. Alright, and since basically the first energy level was full, we went to the next one, and we basically put our remaining 7 electrons, and then we had to stop because basically we ran out of electrons. Once again, you will not use every single circle on the model. So, if you count here, we basically have 7 valence electrons because you have 7 in the outside ring. We used 2 of these rings, so we had 2 energy levels. And we used 9 total circles, so we had 9 total electrons. Now to answer the last question, is our outside shell filled? No, if you look right here. We had basically one of those left over that we didn't use. Alright, thank you and you'll have a great day.